Trippie Redd had a show in LA last night, and while he did preview 6 new songs for his next upcoming album, he also received tons of backlash about his performance and the way that the show went last night. So I'm going to dive into a few clips and talk about the new unreleased music that we got. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, this is the first clip I wanted to go ahead and watch from TikTok. This person who was actually at the concert, so let's kind of get a little feel on what happened last night at the show.
You're not going to believe this. So look, he's performing, right? He currently has no mic because he threw it up and he didn't catch it. He missed the catch, so now he's not performing. He's there though. Look at this man.
I don't know why we don't have backup microphones. That is just, I don't even know what to say about that.
Bro, why is this? Wait, is he done? Wait, he just left. No, bro, this shit is really bad. He had 3 guests, no 4, and one of them included Lil Xan.
And the show was called Trippie and Friends, so he brought along people, and as you just heard this guy mention, he brought out Lil Xan, which I'm not gonna lie is crazy. I didn't even know Lil Xan had like a career still, or was like performing and making music. Like I thought he just, I don't know, just doing something else. That would be very disappointing and awkward as someone in the crowd.
MGK, what the fuck?
And yes, MGK also did come out and they previewed new music, which actually, we'll get to that later. I think that's actually a good thing that happened. And MGK is a big artist. Trippie needs to be seen with big artists making music with them. If you don't like MGK, that's your problem. MGK is a big artist. They're both from Ohio. They're friends. That's actually cool that he brought out MGK, whether you like MGK or not.
Oh, that's the end of the show. There's no fucking way. We got fucking scammed, bro. Bro, you're fucking lying.
Okay, so you can kind of see the crowd. I was really interested how many people were going to show up to the Kia Forum in LA, and so obviously it is not sold out. It is very spotty. I didn't expect Trippie to sell this out whatsoever. I mean, there's lots of people on the floor, but yeah, it's not really full, but this is also what I kind of expected right now.
Lying. This motherfucker did not perform. He sat on the car the whole time. He jumped on stage a few times, and then he threw his mic up in the air, missed the catch, then walks off stage, and the show's over. I spent my hard-earned money on this, bro. I'm gonna refund this bitch. Calling my bank right now. This bitch ain't even sold out for real, but that's what he gets. Yeah, this is why your fucking tour canceled, buddy. Everyone's chanting they want more. They're not getting more. Bro, literally no one's leaving because they can't believe it. In disbelief. We're out of here, bro. I was gonna say, like, Trippie Redd, I fuck with you, but like, no, bro. I hope you see this and fuck you, dog.
Damn. Jesus. So I've really only seen Trippie do a few songs live, you know, myself. I don't think, just from the clips I've seen and Rolling Louds, etc., like, I don't think Trippie Redd's a top performer in the game like Travis or Cardi is, right? But I've seen Trippie give great performances and very emotional performances and really give effort. I've also seen Trippie show up at Rolling Louds and not give effort whatsoever. This kind of seems like it was a little bit of mix of both. But again, this isn't like the tour. This is like a one-night thing, so I don't know if this was really supposed to be the greatest concert of all time. Maybe people had their expectations too high. It looked a little bit in between. It didn't look like the greatest show ever. I can see how there was positive and negatives to what happened last night in LA. I also wanted to watch this TikTok as well, another bad concert review from someone who went.
But the energy that Trippie Redd brought tonight was a little off because the first like 10 songs that he sang are not on the new album. I've never heard them before. And like, let you know, I'm an avid listener, so I'm like, where the fuck are these songs from? I'm like, okay, maybe he's just premiering the new album, but I don't get why he would premiere a new album if he just dropped one.
So I think Trippie Redd previewing new music last night was exactly what he needs to do, right? I made a whole video on how Trippie Redd needs to come back, how his next project should be, how he should mix genres and everything. I also know he played lots of Mansion music in A Love Letter to You 5, which is what he was going to do on tour anyway, so I'm sure it was pretty much the similar set list to what he was going to be performing on his tour anyway. Trippie's gotten a bad rep for, when he goes to Rolling Loud and stuff, having the same set list over and over and over again, which I don't know why people want to watch that. It's 2023. Trippie Redd's been performing the same songs for years at this point. He's had the same Rolling Loud sets. You know, he's done past tours for his album. Like, you know, if you went to a Trippie show in 2023, like, you're gonna see his 2023 albums. I don't know what to say to you. Like, this happens for all artists.
Trippie was acting weird. Like, he was giving me Kanye. He was giving me like he was going through a psychological crisis. He did not want to be there. So already, like, for the first half of the concert, everyone was like sitting down basically because we were like trying to digest what the fuck was going on. And then 45 minutes later, the concert ends, and I don't think we got our money's worth. When the concert ended, he didn't say bye, he didn't say thank you, he just put like the little heart thing up.
He's not required to do that, you know what I'm saying? Now, I think him not having a microphone and like that whole situation probably messed up what was supposed to happen.
It wasn't as packed as it should have been, I'm not gonna lie, so maybe he was depressed about the ticket sales. But still, he should have gave the ones who did come a show, and it didn't feel like he wanted to be there, and that was like the saddest thing.
I'm not gonna lie, part of that second video seemed a little bit like an overreaction, but to wrap up what a couple of these TikToks had to say on the concert, yes, I think Trippie Redd could have showed up and gave a little more energy or performed for the fans that were there. Again, it wasn't, you know, packed out or anything, so I could see how someone would come away disappointed, although I think people are like overreacting way too much. I think Trippie Redd was just trying to put on a fun show in LA and preview some new music, and it obviously turns into all this shit. I mean, the man can never win, right? He's doing exactly what he needs to do, doing this type of show in LA, but of course it backfires on him, and maybe that is on Trippie giving a weak performance. The second part of this video I wanted to quickly get into was 6 new songs were previewed last night. Shout out 1499 and everything Trippie Redd for posting all the clips and compiling it for us into this one post. I'm gonna play a few seconds of each one, give my thoughts on them, but if you want to go check out all the snippets from the LA show, just go to this post here on Instagram. I'll have it linked in the description. Pop my shit, pop shit. I didn't expect Trippie to come out with like rage kind of type songs like this. Kind of repetitive. This one's not like the easiest to hear, but it kind of sounded fun, kind of sounded solid. I think the song r.e.a.l and Royalty is one of the more popular Trippie snippets recently, ever since A Love Letter to You 5, you know, post A Love Letter to You 5. I think it is pretty catchy. I'm not saying it's like the greatest Trippie performance I've ever heard, but it's obviously kind of like a drill type song, and again, I think Trippie on his next album needs to go for all different genres and keep trying new stuff, but I feel like this song should release, and I feel like it is getting a little bit of traction. You can even tell with the crowd, they got excited, they did know this snippet. I feel like that's a good sign for Trippie, getting real life feedback right in front of him. I think this song with Pierre, I think it's still untitled, is hard. This was probably the best one he played all night. This is another one that's had decent feedback, and I think could release. It's pretty hard, and I think this was a good one to preview and show people he's got a good producer underneath him as well in Pierre Bourne that people are gonna trust, and also I think, you know, a collaboration with Pierre Bourne is gonna help out Trippie Redd as well. I think this fourth one sounds kind of like the first one I listened to, Pop My Shit. It's kind of repetitive. It almost sounds like a rage beat or something, you know, like a digital type beat, something like that. I'm surprised he came out, you know, more aggressive with these type of songs, but I could also see these being good for performing. Again, with this fifth one, also untitled, sounds very, very rage. None of them really sound bad. I also wouldn't say any of the new ones sound too crazy, but I think because it's in like a concert setting, it probably sounded better there than when we get these videos like the next day. And then this last one is the one with MGK. I think on this one with MGK as well, I like to see them go back and forth doing their thing. You know, we've seen them, you know, have like 4 or 5 collabs at this point that have all been good. So I think I want to see these two on a song again. I think that'd be cool to see. It's called Ride for This, apparently. To wrap up this video though, this show definitely backfired on Trippie because a lot of fans are still pissed off that the whole tour got canceled. I thought that this was a good idea for Trippie to do a show in LA called LA and Friends, bring out a couple people, perform new music as well. Like, I think this was all a good move by Trippie. He's got a new hair color, he's in a new era. Supposedly he's working on a new album, you know, since Mansion Music and A Love Letter to You 5 are in their own, you know, separate lane from earlier this year. He's been working on something different. I don't think he should put out an album by the end of the year or rush anything, because I think he needs to, you know, take his time, put together a great project, mixed of all styles and genres, you know, really have that hunger again in his music. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video. I have a Twitter, Instagram. Go check me out there, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.